Alright, Virgo, here we go. Last month, your current situation was the Eight of Cups. Leaving that emotional stuff behind, looking forward to the future. Subconscious, past issues, basis situation. Queen of Wands. Leo energy. Grounding thoughts, your thoughts regarding the situation in March. Queen of Pentacles. Your outcome, Four of Wands in reverse. Didn't quite pan out the way we thought. Everything's upside down with this coronavirus, quarantine, whatnot. Your Sacred Power reading card last month, or more for March, was Sound. Sound is a form of energy which resonates deep within our soul. So, doing those meditative sounds like Om Gam Shri Maha Lakshmi Namaha. That's what the card sound reminds me of. Alright, Virgo, horoscope. By the way, leave a comment, let me know what happened, how your month went for you. Virgo, horoscope, month of April 2020. Your leader, Mercury, conjoins imaginative Neptune on April 3rd, allowing your thoughts to drift in and out of reality. At its worst, this transit twists your words, resulting in a lot of misunderstandings. Mercury enters fiery Aries on the 10th. However, when there will be no mistaking what you think, you have a lot on your mind now, and you don't have any time for anyone who wants to stand in your way. Your bluntness might be a turnoff to some, but getting your opinions out there for the world to hear is beneficial overall. The Sun pairs up with pleasure-seeking Taurus on April 19th, so for the next month or so, you'll be focused on making your life as comfortable as it can be. Surrounding yourself with the finest things you can afford makes you feel good, but deep down you might be yearning for some more. Start taking steps now so you can live an abundant life in the future. Your new moon on the 22nd, also in earthly Taurus, is a great reminder for you to keep working on these goals. This lunation provides you with a fresh start, and the bull encourages you to take advantage of every opportunity that comes along to help you better your situation. Present, your current situation, Virgo, in April 2020. Six of Pentacles. Balancing the handouts of money, huh? Six of Pentacles, having, not having, resources, knowledge, power. Reflecting on your own self-worth in your environment or how others see you. Influence, how helpful or challenging energies, Virgo, in April of 2020. Page of Pentacles fell out. King of Wands, Capricorn. No, not Capricorn. Sagittarius, sorry. King of Pentacles is Capricorn. King of Wands, Sagittarius. Helpful or challenging for the month of April, Virgo? A little mixture of both. Creative, inspiring, forceful, charismatic, bold. Sounds like these things are going to be challenging for you, but if you can do it, it's going to be extremely helpful. If you're creative, inspiring, forceful, charismatic, or bold in April. And you're like, well, how do I do that when I'm stuck inside and or to stay at home? I don't feel like I can be myself out and about and doing what I do. Past issues, the basis situations, Virgo, in April of 2020. Justice. Justice, responsibility, decision, cause and effect. Immediate past, what is behind you, Virgo, in April 2020? Two of Wands. Two different paths. That's what you went through in March. You weren't sure which way to go with things. Personal power, boldness, originality. Grounding thoughts, your thoughts regarding the situation, Virgo, in April 2020. Nine of Pentacles. Looks like you out there in nature enjoying yourself. That's what you're thinking about, your abundance and your self-worth. Discipline, self-reliance, refinement. Immediate future, what is about to happen, Virgo? A Hermit showed up. Immediate future, what is about to happen, Virgo, in April 2020. Eight of Swords. That looks like this whole COVID-19 stay-at-home stuff is exactly how the Eight of Swords looks. You're blind to the dangers. Can't see. You don't know where it's coming from, so it amps up the fears of those who are easily feared or easily scared. Restriction, confusion, powerlessness. Directly opposing cards was the immediate past. Two of Wands, power, boldness. Now you don't have it. Your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation, Virgo, in April of 2020. Judgment. You afraid for what's going to happen to the world? Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, absolution. Reinforcing cards here in past issues based situation from the March. Obviously, the COVID-19 coronavirus stay-at-home quarantine orders. Deciding, accepting past mistakes, actions. So your fears, emotions, and concerns are about making a judgment, having a day of reckoning, separating the wheat from the chaff, making an honest appraisal, getting off the fence, using critical faculties, taking a stand, making hard choices. Environmental factors, how others see you, Virgo, in April 2020. The Magician. Action, conscious awareness, concentration, power. Last month you had Hanged Man as your challenging helpful energies, and that's a directly opposing card, which was lacking focus or suspending action, not doing. So now you're out of that March situation. People see you as taking action, but that's counterintuitive almost. It's hard to do with this whole stay-at-home orders. Let's see here. Another directly opposing card is the Eight of Swords in your immediate future. Confused and uncertain, powerless. Acting consciously, knowing what you are doing and why, acknowledging your motivations, understanding your intentions, examining the known situation. Reinforcing cards from the immediate past was Two of Wands, personal power, wielding a strong force. Experiencing power, making a strong impact, having vitality, creating miracles, becoming energized, feeling vigorous, being creative. And now you're having to deal with the confused and uncertain, powerless, knowing what to do or why, or acknowledging your motivations, understanding your intentions, examining the known situation. Your hopes, what you really wish for, Virgo, in April of 2020. Queen of Cups, Pisces energy. Loving, tender-hearted, intuitive, psychic, spiritual. That's what your hopes and wishes are for yourself. To be a little more loving, maybe, or tender-hearted, intuitive, psychic, spiritual. Outcome, answer your question, Virgo, in April of 2020. Ten of Wands. Getting back to work in May. Stay-at-home orders are done. Depending on where you are, maybe. Or depending on who you are. We'll see, right? Overextending, burdens, struggle. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you're having, it's like, how long is this going to last? Last month, challenging your helpful energy was Hanged Man, letting go. And now your outcome is not letting go. You also had the Four of Wands last month, free of burdens, escaping oppression. Now you don't. Reinforcing card, justice here, down in past issues, basic situation, accepting responsibility, being accountable. Additional clues, guidance about the reading for Virgo, April of 2020. Ace of Swords, Nine of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups. This is about your emotions, about you. This April month is about, inner work, inner reflection, just doing all the stuff that we've been putting off, and now you're forced to deal with it at home, driving you nuts possibly. Top of the deck, the Star. Bottom of the deck, the Sun in reverse. Ace of Swords, mental force, fortitude, justice, truth. Your past issues-based situation, justice. Cutting away all the shit off, that's attached to you and getting rid of it. That doesn't need to be there anymore. Proceeding with truth. Dispelling doubts, cutting through confusion, seeing through illusions, having clear understanding, being honest, finding out what is real. Nine of Cups, but it's in reverse, so it's half full, half empty, kind of true, kind of not. So kind of wish fulfillment, maybe a little satisfaction, some sensual pleasure. A little residue from last month. Seven of Cups, sensual excess. Four of Cups. Self-absorption, apathy, going within, but it's in reverse, so kind of true, kind of not, right? Depends on your perception. Four of Wands from your outcome was in reverse in March, so somewhat excitement, some high energy, optimism, and now you're like, the world is not going as I thought it would. Things got put on hold, and now I gotta wait. So now I'm in self-absorption, apathy, going within mode. Seven of Cups. I think this is the point of the reading. Wishful thinking, options, dissipation. Directly opposing card over there, and environmental factors, how others see you, is the Magician. Focus and commitment is how people see you. But are you actually doing that? Another opposing card is your crowning thoughts. Your thoughts regarding the situation was the Nine of Pentacles, discipline, restraint, refinement. Sounds like you are. Sounds like you're doing it, but you're having wishful thinking, dissipation, and options. So just stick with your ego on discipline. Wishful thinking and dissipation are not what you should be focusing on. The Star. Hope, inspiration, generosity, serenity. And the Sun, it's in reverse, so somewhat enlightenment, some greatness, somewhat vitality, somewhat assurance. Reinforcing cards from your immediate past was 2 of Wands, personal power, vitality, brilliance. Just kind of keep that going. Let's get into the Upper Tarot deck here for you. Why is this Six of Pentacles here in the current situation for Virgo in April of 2020? Two of Swords in reverse. The sword has two sides. They said that a hard choice is not always a big one, but one where both choices are nearly equal. When rationality isn't enough, you may have to go with the heart, even if the mind isn't happy about it. Why is this King of Wands here in the helpful or challenging energies for Virgo in April of 2020? Ten of Spheres in reverse. The sphere integrated. The potential of all life is not separate from the life that exists. It is in the roots of the earth and in our ancestors. It is here now in you. It is waiting in the souls of those yet to live. Justice. Why is there justice here in the past issues-based situation for April, or for Virgo in April 2020? The Chariot. The Eternal Soldier, on the journey to remember, to reconnect, always be vigilant. Protect yourself from that which would distract you from your journey. Do not be afraid to slay your ego when it pulls back in fear. Intellectual realm. These cards represent, among other things, our understanding of how the world works. Two of Wands. Why is this Two of Wands here in the immediate past for Virgo in April of 2020? The Phoenix of Swords in reverse. The Sword tempered. Your experiences shape your truth. Your truth's yours. And you need to not justify them. To make them stronger and more purely yours, temper your truths with the wisdom of your heart. Iron sharpens iron. Nine of Pentacles. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in the crowning thoughts for Virgo in April of 2020? Ace of Spheres. The sphere is, you have found a golden sphere containing within its shining walls the potential of all life, of all creation in this world. It will respond to your will, and you may shape it however it pleases you. Lies the Eight of Swords here in the immediate future for Virgo in April of 2020. The Star. Glimpse of the divine. The divine is all around us, in the world and in others. Look with eyes to see, with a heart to love, and with a mind of compassion, and you will see the divine. When you do, reach and connect. Wise judgment here in your wise judgment here in your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation, Virgo, in April 2020. The Nine of Books in reverse. The book controls ideas and projects can take on a life of their own, becoming like monsters instead of inspiring us. They terrorize and control. Do not let ideas, however good, become your God. Why is the Magician here in your environment? How others see you, Virgo, in April 2020. The Sun. The Prince of Light. You carry a spark of the divine within you. Shed everything that hides that spark from the world. Without shame or self-consciousness, reveal that glory in your everyday life. Why is the Queen of Cups here in your wishes, hopes for Virgo in April 2020? Queen of Cups. Seven of Chalices in reverse. The chalice dreamt. Despite the number of chalices in your life, sometimes space creates a need for a new chalice. Attend to this desire. Spend time with it. Examine it. Determine the perfect chalice to fill the yearning. Why is the Ten of Wands here in the outcome for Virgo in April 2020? The Empress. Mother of Hope, you have been given a wondrous gift. This great honor brings with it the responsibility of nurturing that gift. Receive this gift with your whole being, allowing it to fill you with hope. Top of the deck, the Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Books. The sword fails, clutched in the grasp of thoughts that hold you prisoner. Using the same logic and premises that bound you will only tighten the grasp. This sword is not the right one for this purpose. Seven of Books. The book forgotten. Becoming a servant to an idea can transform you into an automaton. Take a break from your toils and turn to nature, who creates great beauty. Refill your soul and find fresh inspiration. If you're like, well, I'm trapped inside. No, you're not. It's not against the law to go to nature. It's just, stay away from people is really what they want. And that's what you should do. You should go out into an area that no one's going to be at. Get out of the city if you're trapped in the city. Let this be a lesson for you in the future if you're trapped in a city and you can't go anywhere. That when this is all done and over with, you might want to move out of the city. So that way next time you're not trapped in the city. The Druidcraft Tarot deck. What is the overall meaning, underlying energies of the entire reading for Virgo in April of 2020? Why is the Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, Justice, Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords here in the Celtic Cross for Virgo in April of 2020? Princess of Cups. An opportunity to follow your dreams. The beginning of a project. Good news. The arrival of a new soul in the world. The birth of a baby. The beginning of a loving relationship. A sensitive, loving, and imaginative young person. What's the overall meaning, underlying energies of the Celtic staff here for Virgo in April of 2020? Why is the Judgment, the Magician, Queen of Cups, and Ten of Wands here in the Celtic staff for Virgo in April of 2020? Two of Wands. The energy of and potential of a partnership, allowing the relationship between two ideas, projects, or feelings to unfold and open up new areas of possibility. Although you are satisfied that you have everything you need, you may also long for more. You may be searching for deeper meaning or contemplating taking a journey. What's your overall meaning, underlying energies of the entire reading for Virgo? Why is the Ace of Swords, Nine of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups here, and the additional clues and guidance for Virgo in April of 2020? Two of Cups in reverse. The happy course of a relationship may be temporarily or permanently disrupted. You should perhaps avoid making any decisions yet. Love and relationships need to be lived through, whatever direction they take us in. Patience is a virtue in April 2020. Panic is only going to cause more disease and problems for you. Stress and fear are the source of unhealthy conditions. The Sacred Indian Tarot. Whoa. Sorry about that. This is where I wash the cards or shelf them like we did when we were kids. The Devil. Bound to a particular idea, material obsession, and manipulation of power, Asura, the Devil, card is a wake-up call and acts as a warning to you of the dangers of being wrapped up in anything that is unhealthy, relationships, habits, and situations. Asura in Indian mythology represents a power-seeking and power-hungry demon. The Danavas, Asuras, and Daityas are synonyms to this concept. Indian Asuras were part of the Vedic culture and descendants of kings and sages. They were not necessarily evil, but had certain character flaws that lead to their downfall. Symbolically, Asura's horns refer to being in the clutches of egotistical behavior. The snake in the Asura represents Nahusha, who became drunk with power and was turned into a serpent, a creature of darkness unable to see the light. The Asura's head is an exaggeration of sorts, reminding us not to take ourselves too seriously. There you go, Virgo. Take a look in the mirror. Maybe you're the devil. But you can change because you're an infinite being. You can be whatever you want. You don't have to be that devil. Just cut away all that shit. Ace of Swords over here, remember? Clean it up. Clean up your shit a little bit. Use all that toilet paper you got. Wipe your ass. Take a shower, spiritual bath. Oh, poor Virgo. And that's your mentality. Poor me. Fuck everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Not always. Not all Virgos like that. Alright, Wisdom of the Oracle. Divination cards. This is where I get the title of your video from. Is this deck right here. What is the overall meaning, underlying energies of the entire reading for Virgo in April of 2020? Happy, happy. Joy, joy. You see that? Can you see that? I want you to take a long, good look at that happy, happy, brother. Alright, let's read it to you. See what it's all about. What's this happy, happy? What number are you, happy, happy? 26. Essential meaning, joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. The Oracle's message, your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. Relationship message. There are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card is in a reading. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself, like bees to honey. Prosperity message. This is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the results of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. Protection message. Lighten up. Because this is the time to be ridiculous and silly, see the world through the eyes of the clown. And don't take yourself or any situation right now too seriously. Have fun, be playful, and make laughter the order of the day. You'll be surprised by how everything just seems to fall into place when humor leads the way. Being happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Life is meant for play as well as work, for laughter as well as tears, for celebration as well as focus. Spirit wants to sparkle through you today. Smile and enjoy each breath and each moment. Miracles lie in the silly things today. There you go, Virgo. And then last but not least, Sacred Power Reading Cards. What is the overall meaning? Underlying energies of the entire reading for Virgo in April of 2020. Why is the Ace of Swords here? 9 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Cups, 2 of Cups in reverse. Bunch of emotions here for Virgo in April of 2020. Communication. Look at yourself, Virgo. Look at you, pretty little thing there with a butterfly. We communicate with others using verbal and nonverbal techniques. Our body language, listening skills, and attitude determine how effective we are as communicators. It takes work and effort to improve our communication skills, and with patience, they will develop over time. Miscommunication occurs when we are unable to listen to other people. Arguments, mistakes, and conflict occur when we refuse to acknowledge information or negotiate. At the heart of all relationships is communication. Hidden messages can be seen by looking at body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. Improvements in these areas help to support solid friendships and relationships. Speak with truth and integrity. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't be impatient and intolerant. This could lead to misunderstandings and actions that once said cannot be taken back. Spiritual communication is high right now. Take notice of these signs and symbols for the spirit world as they try to connect to you through music, feathers, butterflies, dragonflies, moths, birds, and number sequences. Be open to receiving these messages as they come from the heart with love. Right now you are asked to listen with empathy and understanding to those around you. Place yourself in the other person's shoes to gain a new perspective. There are better ways to get your message across. Be respectful and open-minded when speaking to others. Lead by example and express yourself diplomatically with honesty and dignity. It is better to communicate your feelings instead of being burdened by them. When you discuss your issues, you allow space for solutions to be negotiated and resolved and improve your current state of affairs. It is important that you avoid committing to plans and projects if you don't have all the information. Ask for more details and when appropriate, speak to professionals such as counselors, financial advisors, solicitors, or teachers. Never be afraid to ask questions. It's okay if you don't have all the answers. That's why we have professionals. Affirmation. I am able to communicate clearly and honestly, making powerful connections with others. There you go, Virgo. Let me know. Leave a comment. Tell me what's up, what you think, how things going. See you next month.